Hey man, how y'all doing out there, man? Welcome to the Halloween show. Tonight's the top stories, man. Obama, he's got no credit. And neither does the government credit card he works with, man. Vice President's son, he's a cokehead, man. Same-sex marriage, now okay in USA. Pope said gay okay, too. North Korea, man. The fat ass is back in public. And the World Series of Baseball is on now, man. Go Royals. These stories and more with, sound like a Scotsman, with Smarmy's brown eye on the world. Mr. Rice's gaming update. And which read will work best? That's a new addition. Darren Martinez, man, with his movie views and reviews. Rob Watkins sports update, man. Actually, what teams you shouldn't be betting on. And of course, Ron Morrow's Mystic Minute. These stories and more on tonight's edition of the I'm Always Serious News Network, man.
From the dungeons of Hades and the mountains of Necropolis, here comes the I'm Only Serious News Halloween Spooktacular.
How you doing, everybody? In the United States now, 30 states now say same-sex marriage is okay. I disagree thoroughly. And if you've been married for more than 5 years, you disagree too. That's right. It won't be long, folks. 10 years from now, when a man will be walking with his son in the park, and the son will see two men holding hands and say, "Daddy, is that a gay couple?" And his father will look and see they're wearing rings and say, "No, son, they're married." Yeah. Joe Biden's son was busted for doing cocaine. That's right. Didn't actually catch him, but he failed a test and was kicked out of the National Guard. Go Joe. And by the way, and the man who shot them kids up down in Florida for the loud music, he's now going to jail for the rest of his life. But they are sentencing him with a set of Dre Beats headphones. Keep him in gear. In international news, British Prime Minister David Cameron ordered his welfare reform minister to apologize after he was heard saying that some disabled people are not worth the full wage. The Prime Minister's response said, "Their disability should not cost them an arm and a leg." That's what he said. And in the Catholic Church, the church and some of their abused victims have come to an agreement. Part of the agreement will have each clergy member will sign a declaration stating that he has not abused a minor before he runs off to the confessional to confess for the sin he just fucking said. And in North Korea, their leader, Kim Jong-un or whatever, Kim Jong-un, is finally back in the public view after being missing for 5 weeks. When someone asked him what he was doing walking around with a cane, he beat him to death. Welcome back, kiddo. And with more news on the national and international scene, we go to our very own John Smarmy with his one brown eye on the world. Smarmy?
Thanks, Dad. Let's see what we got in the news here, folks. Let me stop doing this. Put that down. Right to me, like. Kesha sues producer Dr. Luke for sexual assault. How do you sexual assault someone who sexualizes themselves every single time they're in public? She's basically a whore. The type you figure at a corner of a bar. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Parole ended early for a notorious female teacher who had sexual relations with a young boy. There is a double standard. I just cut myself. See, this is why you don't play with knives, children. Dad, take this away. There is a double standard. If you're a female teacher and you have relations with a young boy, you just made a dream. And what better way for a teacher to accomplish a dream by having sex with a young boy? But if you're a guy and you bang a little girl, a black man in prison will make you his puppet. Talking about my uncle, and let's leave him out of this. 3 PA soccer coaches are on a job after students taunted a black soccer player and used the uncouth offensive slur. No, not that word you're thinking. They were chanting Ebola. That's right. Well, I give them a 10 for originality, because they should have said the N-word, but they went with a different angle. Good for them. Kids are learning. Who says there's no hope in the PA school systems? Kelly Clarkson's new baby gets a huge gift. Thank God it's not Stephen Collins Pecker from Seventh Heaven. That guy's just banging every fetus alive. That's terrible. A man stopped subway doors with a fake penis bulge. I don't have anything to add to that, but I think you should watch it. It's a real hoot. Check it out. A Canadian gentleman purchased a cup of coffee from McDonald's and finds a deceased mouse at the bottom of his cup. No, McDonald's, he probably thought it was a tea bag. I hope that fast food law really increases. I really do, because they deserve it, those hard-working. And Louisiana teen is behind bars after police say he took a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mask and he robbed a convenience store. He's not afraid to come out of his shell. I just hope he didn't play Raphael. I hate that name, Raphael. Such a stupid name, even for a turtle. A teacher, Jessica Vanessa, quits her job to become a professional twerker. She's making a buttload, no pun intended, doing it. I saw the video, and she's going to make a black gentleman very happy one day. My God, look at that video. And finally, a teen in Indiana is arrested for leaving a $2 tip with feces on it. Maybe her service was shit. Dad, is that a cigar in your pocket? Because something's poking me. John Smarmy, I'm only serious news.
Thank you, Swami, man. That's my Scottish Jamaican. But speaking of teachers, a woman who recently moved here from Washington, D.C. to be a high school teacher in Philly had her car stolen with her dog in it from the Home Depot in Center City. Talk about a lucky dog. Because whoever stole that car with the dog in it, he's got to be in better shape than being with the dumbass who would move to Philly to teach in the Philadelphia school system. In fact, even the police believe the dog is now in better hands. That's what they said. Also, there was a local death this past week from the West Nile virus. Could have been worse. Could have been Ebola. My Lord. Yeah. Well, can't we just ban all Africans from coming to the city for a while? Cracker, please. And in sports, well, first of all, the Flyers finally won the first game. Yeehaw! Yeehaw. And the Eagles are on a bye week, but nationally, the World Series is now set with the San Francisco Giants going against the Kansas City Royals. In fact, the Flyers won the first game down in Dallas, and the bad news is they were detained afterwards to be checked for Ebola. But with more sports and who you shouldn't bet with, give it up for owner Rob Watkins. Rob?
Thanks, Dan. I'm not Rob Watkins. My name's Neo. It's been a while since, like, Matrix and all that. But I'm here to give a good gambling update because Rob Watkins is not here anymore. I've been traveling around for 7 years now. And, well, I'm still the one, if you can tell by my hair. It's a little grown in, but I miss Trinity, and I've been gambling, and I lost her. Fuck. And I've been living outside the grid, man, so I've been gambling on sports. And the Seattle Seahawks lost again today, the St. Louis Rams. And the Seattle Seahawks lost to the St. Louis Rams 28-26, so I lost more money. Trinity's not gonna come back to me anymore. She's dead, I know. I'm losing it, guys. I'm not doing well. I think that the Cowboys hopefully won today, so maybe I can parlay my bet. But I lost all of my money, and I lost my cardboard box house. Because I live off the grid, man. You know, I live off the grid, Dad. It's been hard, you know. Nobody can't run into Mr. Smith or Agent Smith. He ruined my life. Killed Trinity. But I miss Trinity. But I'm going to try, hopefully, the Broncos play tonight. They're playing 49ers. If I'm still here, hopefully the Broncos win the game, because I need them to win the game. And for games, here comes John Rice with the game update. John?
Anyway, yes, I'm here with the Gamers Update, but I gotta be quick because I need to do a Halloween competitive sandcastle building contest. So, we have Dead Island. Yeah, it's Ghost, man. Dead Island. It's a zombie game. It's pretty cool. You kill zombies, you do stuff, you gotta stay alive. That's pretty much it. I bought this. There wasn't a game in it like usual, but there was a book. So I looked at the pictures. Speaking of zombies, we got the original. No, it's not the original Call of Duty, but it is Call of Duty where they originally did the zombie like world of killing zombies. It's pretty cool. Does have a game, which good job, me. But we have Resident Evil 5, which is like any other Resident Evil, except for the fact that the zombies have some religious behind like aspect of whole they want to talk and have like colonies and stuff. It's weird, but it's pretty good. But this game came with a game, a book, and an additional book. The Walking Dead Companion 2. Yes, I actually completed this one. This is the sequel to the first one. I only got 13 pages through. But most of the pictures are kind of cool. Completed it, reading backwards through all the books, which is kind of weird. But it's been helping me out because I'm not as anxious to find out what happened at the beginning as I was at the end. So go out, check it out. It's kind of heavy, so if you're kind of weak, don't pick up this game, because when you pick this game up, it's going to be a lot heavier than you really originally thought it was. So therefore, if you need someone to hit, good book too if you don't like looking at pictures. So that's it. Anyway, speaking of zombies and all that stuff and the whole Halloween stuff, Silent Hill is coming out with a great new game, so we're going to kick it off to our good friend Darren Martinez with movies.
Thank you, Rice. I appreciate the introduction. All right, enough of that. I saw a movie. It was called The Book of Life. It was animated. Very fun. I enjoyed it, and I recommend you guys go check it out. Without further ado, let's get right into the recommendations. Now, coming from Rice, he likes to talk about video games. There was recently a video game that just came out, Silent Hill PT. You know, it was a playable walkthrough, kind of like a teaser. It was called Playable Teaser. That's what the PT stands for. And they're making a brand new video game. It's actually considered one of the scariest games out there, even though it's just a teaser. But with that in mind, I want to recommend you guys go check out Silent Hill. It's Halloween time. This is a video game movie. That's one of the best video game movies out there. They're pretty much all terrible. But this is pretty good. You know, it's fun. It's entertaining. And then Halloween. Why? Because it's Halloween.
That's a good one.
Why wouldn't you watch Halloween? What are you, dumb? This is something I love watching on Halloween. If you can go out and grab this on Amazon, it's probably like 98 cents plus $2.99 shipping and handling. Probably. I mean, when I bought it, it was like $16.99. It was 13 years ago. But anyway, South Park. It's called Ghouls, Ghosts, and Underpants Gnomes. And it's got some cool Halloween treats. And I watch it every Halloween since I was a teenager, I think, or early 20s, whatever. You know, we've been doing the kids movies, right? The kiddie-friendly, horror, family-friendly films. And I came up with one, and it's kind of on the border, the gate, right? But I recommend you guys go check it out with your kids. You know, maybe you might want to watch it before you show your kids. I don't know how old your kid is, but it's one of those films I watched as a kid, and that's probably why I'm still scarred because of that. Another film that I recommend you guys go check out as a family, Troll 2. And I know there's Troll and Troll 2, and Troll 1's pretty fun, but Troll 2 is what you want to check out because it's that's a film that I saw when I was a kid, and it was crazy when I saw it. And
Daddy, leave the light on.
I grew up loving Neil Bog. Lastly, this one we can all agree on: Addams Family, friendly, fun family film for Halloween.
And here's Dave Morrow with his Mystic Minute.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the Mystic Minute. I am your host, Ron Morrow. First things first, I would like to thank our wonderful host, Dan Mahan, for passing this to me during the other members of our iOS Cruise segments, but I believe it's gone out, so you might want to spark that back
Sorry,
up.
man.
Quite all right. Ladies and gentlemen, last week I told you that I was tracking the Jersey Devil who was relocated to South Philadelphia as of late. I was tracking the creature down Passyunk Avenue when I was accosted by a few young gentlemen of an Italian persuasion, who I quickly dispatched. Unfortunately, one of these men was actually my lawyer, who's trying to pass the patents for the Dave Morrow. Who's Dave Morrow? The Ron Morrow spectrographic scanner specs. I'm still working on a good name for it. The patents are kind of tricky. But anyway, that has been your Mystic Minute. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you all for coming tonight. See you all next week, and have a happy fucking Halloween. Mom.